Okay, I literally have no time to waste. I have less than 15 minutes to get my face together. I'm not a professional makeup artist. We all go through this. So I hate my time management skills. Really, I just hate waking up in the morning. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I really don't. I don't like getting up in the morning, and it has always been a battle for me. That's why usually I thought last night, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna not give myself the amount of time that I know I need. I'm gonna shorten that by 30 minutes or whatever. And I'm paying for it now because, oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't do this yesterday because I was rushing. Um, I neglected, and it's probably really fuzzy. Hopefully, I can soon, pretty soon get whatever I need to be able to do this properly, so I could share better content with you guys. And then maybe over the weekend, I will post stuff where I'm not like rushing. But maybe you can learn to do your makeup better with me. So, because I'm learning how to do my makeup better. So I'm just going to do a little. Let me go in with the powder. I'm gonna use this dark powder because for some reason what I did notice is after using this yesterday, there wasn't I was pale, which is funny, but I was pale, but it wasn't as bad. Like it wasn't as bad as it was before. So I'm just going to go in with the little dark around the edges with this super dark color I got yesterday. I don't know if you could see it. I've basically been, after I make these videos, going back to see what you're seeing, and I'm like, oh my god, you can't see anything. And it's a really horrible grainy quality, but right now I can't do anything about that. And if you are one of the one or two or three people that actually view my videos, thank you for your support. And hopefully we can get that number up to the millions. But I don't know about that just yet. Hopefully I can get you better content. Let me see. Because it's whatever. I see while I'm doing this, the lens is like working to adjust itself, so maybe there might be like a little lunk or something. But this, when I mix it with the lotion, it lays a little bit lighter on my skin instead of being as super heavy as it is. Okay. So I have no time. I'm still taking time. It seems like I'm going really slow. Um, and then I have to figure out a way to organize my little area to where I could optimize instead of me like throwing everything and trying to organize it and then end up destroying it the next day like I never did. And I was looking for these. Okay. Destroying it like I never did anything. Okay, so I can't find my little brush. I'm just gonna go in because I have no time. Oh! I don't even know where that went. Okay, I see where it went. Oh my god. Oh, it's getting interesting. I done squirted my thing climaxed all up. No, this one. It just it really just spread everywhere. So now I don't even know what to do since I don't have that. What can I do? I guess I'm gonna have to use. Do I have this brush or this brush? This brush or this brush? Okay, I'm going to try to go in with this brush. Oh, wait a second. I'm so slow. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this. And just blend it out. Okay, and the difference yesterday, I did a combination, but I noticed the makeup stayed long and it didn't take a lot of primping. It felt so weird in the bathroom, like fixing my makeup. That was a new thing for me. I'm like, oh my god, it's crazy. I was fixing my butt in the corner. I didn't care, but I felt so conscious about fixing my makeup. I have a whole different set of problems. Okay, so we're just gonna rub a little bit because I don't have the time. Like I should have. I knew I needed to do a lot when I woke up this morning, but I just really, I got in not super late, but I am a firm believer in getting 8 hours of sleep. Even though I have lived off of 4 hours of sleep before, if I have a choice, I prefer to get 8 hours. 4 hours of sleep is no fun because you'll be in zombie mode and you are so tired you won't even notice it. Like you're running on autopilot. And I do it a lot recently, but you're running on autopilot and it's not fun at all. So it's like if you have a choice, I would choose to get 8 hours of sleep. Um, okay, since one is oil based and one is I just put yesterday I put the oil base first and then I put the water based second, but I just put the water base first and then I put the oil base second. So it actually, oh my god, look what I did. Okay, anyways, it's streaky. It's not blending well. Um, we're not going to act like I just did this to my face. I think I'm gonna have a Michael Jackson day, you guys. We're gonna say it's the good version of Michael Jackson. A good Michael Jackson day. We're not gonna call that upon myself. Okay, so oh my god, what did I just do? This is so fun and I really literally have no time to be playing. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in with the powder. Well, should I? Okay, I'm gonna do my eyes first. And like yesterday, I want something that's very subtle, very natural, nothing like crazy. This has like a pink well, that's not gonna fly. I don't have time to bend down to pick that up. Let's see. Damn. Okay, so this powder is completely destroyed, but it's a very natural look. So I'm just gonna put this on my lids. And this is a foundation powder. It's supposed to be anyways. Okay, I grabbed the wrong brush. Because the goal here, and once I find like a really good one online that's within my low budget, no budget, I'll purchase it. But until then, I have to be thrifty and use what I have. I don't think I'm the only girl in the universe that is super thrifty about powder, eyeshadows, and different things like that. So it's not something that's unique. There are girls who I saw online where they use, and I did that a few years ago when I was first, like, okay, let me play with this makeup. I will put eyeshadow on my lip with lip gloss and make different colors. Okay. With it. And then like post pictures. I've been doing the picture thing before work for years. Like when I worked out of Chicago, the people around my desk area used to laugh at me like, she's taking pictures again. And I'm just like, yeah, why are you in my business? But I did every time I used to after I get ready for work. I would take pictures and post them online. I would be at my desk having a photo shoot. It was on Facebook though. I wasn't really heavily on Instagram, except for I don't do that as much anymore. I didn't see any real super highlights except for two people that have, I don't know. I feel like, I probably don't get a lot of information because I'm not following, a lot of actors. So I know Spike Lee won an award, which he's for Black Klansman. Okay, I don't know if it needs to be said, but I'm going to watch. Before I say what I want to say, I'm going to watch Black Klansman. I'm going to try to see if I can get it online. I'm going to try to watch Black Klansman because just the name in itself of all of the movies and the works of art that Spike Lee have done that have been like amazing is Spike Lee. Anyways, like I'm like Black Klansman. Oh, okay. We got another Monsters Ball. No, I'm just playing. Like of his whole repertoire. Out of his entire repertoire, you guys, Black Klansman. So I'm gonna watch it, and then when I come back, I'll let you guys know what I'm gonna try to watch it. Who knows what tomorrow holds? But that's what I'll do tonight. Instead of going to sleep, I'm gonna give up 4 hours of my sleep time for you guys. I'm going to watch Black Klansman, and then I'll come back and say how I really feel because I have to say how I really feel. Like when I watched Ava DuVernay's, I was about to say Spirited Away, the movie that she made with Oprah. When I say the production on that movie was phenomenal. Oh my God, it was but and I said this then, and I stand by my words that they took a movie that had a horrible script, like the barely thereest script you could ever find. Like, oh my God, I just broke my nail. Like these people might as well just like had the theatrics of the movie and that was it. They took a horrible script and they made it do what it do. Like she deserved an award for that because there was no depth to that at all. And she brought the depth. And for somebody to be able to bring a vision like that to life with little or nothing to like base it off of, that is an amazing fucking talent. So imagine what she would be able to do if she had a script that had some meat and bones to it. Had some meat to it, not bones. We don't want bones. That was really a quality script or whatever. Like I think she would do an amazing job. But I'm not all into the butt kissing and, oh, that was wonderful. Yeah, you did a wonderful job. But that script was shit. It was like awkward moments where they were standing there like, I could say more, but Daddy! The fuck? How did you end up in this fucking vortex of whatever the fuck? Like, it was nothing. There was nothing there. It was like, oh, it was the least amount of words possible. Like, I guess, like, back in the day, you would have to pay. I don't know. I think I seen this on TV or something, but they said back in the day you had to pay the people based on the amount of words that they had in the script, and it seemed like that was the situation. Like, you know what, we gonna have y'all act in this movie, but low key, like, we ain't got the budget, so y'all gonna spit about 15 lines each, and That's the actor's budget. Like Oprah, the world she had was so fucking amazing. Like this whole little fantasy land, and there was nothing. Like they could come out. Okay, that's why I say a lot of movies are primed for a part two. They could come out with a part two and like have it. Like I felt like that movie should have been like a Narnia or something like that. Come out the closet. That didn't sound right. Okay, anyways, I felt like that movie could have been a Narnia, as far as like how it resonated with children. It could have been a Charlie in a Chocolate Factory, um, epic level Monsters Inc. type of movie because the production was just that good. But who am I? So with Black Klansmen, I am definitely going to. Oh, why? I just did that, didn't I? Okay, I'm definitely going to try to see if I can watch it. Who knows what tomorrow holds? So don't. Well, today we're not going to put too much into that. So if I'm like, oh God, I couldn't watch it, then I couldn't watch it, and we'll have to go reschedule for another day. And I still going to end up saying what I need to say in regards to that. If it was like that fucking movie, I'm like, oh my fuck, you guys. He should have won several awards for that movie, especially if it's Spike Lee. If you gave him one Oscar, that means he put his foot into it. So who knows? Except for the people who did watch it. I wanted to watch it, but I just, the title and my mental state, I'm just like, I don't think, it's not necessarily America's mental state. Let's put it like that. The way that America is, let's say 17 minutes. Okay, the way that America is, the way that things are going, it was so funny. Yesterday, I asked this lady, like, what was she? Because she looked like she was either like Polish or German or something like that. Well, not necessarily German, but Polish or just like something within that area, and or Portuguese. No, just fine. But she really looked like she was not from America. And so I stopped and I asked her, like, hey, what are you? Me being me, because I'm in a sense like I'm innocent because I don't know why I'm like this. I was thinking like, why am I like this? But it shouldn't be a thing to where I'm like anything like this. It should be, but the climate and everything and the way that things are right now is, it's very hard to describe. But yeah, so I asked this lady, I'm like, what are you? What are you? Because she looked like she was foreign. And she was like, oh, and around the same time, I'm like, Polish? And she was saying Polish. She was like, oh, I'm Polish. So I was right. I'm like, yeah, I got it right. I can recognize Polish people. But, she even said herself, she was like, wow, I never got asked that before. And I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't think too much of it. So while I was walking, like, the young lady that I was walking with, she was like, so and so and so and so. And I'm like, oh my God, I forgot that this is going on right now. I forgot this is, America is having a big thing with racial tension. I didn't forget. I'm not stupid. I'm not that stupid. But like, I didn't think like, oh, what if this lady is prejudiced or something like that, or racist. Like that was the last thing that crossed my mind. Which I think about it because you do have to be aware of that, because you will, as an African American female, A lot of people don't openly discuss things like that, but it exists. So you have to be aware of it. But I grew up, I don't know. My mom, she was just really loving and accepting of all people. So to think like that, it's not first nature. That's not the first thing that I think of. I had Aunt Cindy. She's, my aunts and my cousins and the people, my friends, and it's not. So I don't think like that. And it was sad. Like one day, I looked at a picture of my cousin and her new baby, and I'm just like, oh my God. I kind of see, like, it made me I think it's the people that I'm not necessarily surrounded with people, but I think it's the people that I have been interacting with that's making me aware of those things. Like, I looked at my cousin, and for the first time, and I don't think this is the first time I said this, but for the first time I looked at my cousin, I'm like, wait a second. She's black and I'm white. And I knew she was black and I knew that I was white, but it was a different feeling associated with it than normal. And it's unsettling, to say the least. I know she's white, of course. I'm not that slow. But at the same time, it's really unsettling to, like, you know, other than her being white and she's my cousin by marriage, because I know that, it's just like, it's not like there's a race attached. It's hard to describe. It's like there's a race attached to her instead of, like, not her character, her mom's character, and not her character. It's like it's her race more so than her character makes her predisposed, which is a form of prejudice. Um, but people think about me like that. When they see me, they don't see me as a person. They see me as a race of people. It's just really disheartening. It bothers me, but I don't try to let it bother me a lot, because I know I'm black. Like, I'm not that slow. Like, I don't want to make it seem like, oh, she doesn't know that she's black. No, I know I'm black, but at the same time, I know I'm a human being, and I try to see other people as human beings. I don't see people for the color of their skin. Like, you have to show me, if you want me to think different, show me different as far as the content of your character. If you're not a savory individual or something like that, that's when I start like, oh, okay, this person looks shady. I'm not saying, I'm like, oh, this is a shady white person. No, this person is just shady in general, because I learned that it doesn't, your level of shadiness is not predetermined by your skin color. It's not. People come from all the shapes, sizes, and backgrounds and be shady as shit. Like, you don't have to just be, oh, he's white, so he's this. No. You will find a black person who will do you in 10 times worse than that white person would. You will find an Indian person who will do you in 10 times worse than that black and that white person did. You would find a Hispanic, it's like it has nothing to do, and we attribute it to race. And I think that's the way that a lot of people have been taught to think. So they think in the terms of not who this person is, but the first thing they consider is their skin color. Like, not you don't, the first thing you think of is skin color. And I don't think it's like on purpose. I think that it's really a casualty of, like, social conditioning, where we're taught that, and everything in the media, like, even with what am I trying to think? Even with what's okay. Oh no, I'm going over my time. Okay, even with fuck it. I can't think right now. Even with school, you go into school, and my parents. When I was growing up in a household, I didn't. My mom wasn't like, "You're a descendant of slaves. Let me teach you about slavery." She told us, that there are racial disparities and different things like that, and we have to be cognizant of that. But it wasn't to where that was, like I said, it was like at the forefront of my mind where I'm thinking like, oh, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Or maybe it isn't. I don't know. It's hard for me to explain because I just, I didn't grow up that different. I didn't grow up on Mars or some shit. Like, I know better. But at the same time, it's like I realized just how open I am, and I felt like, and it shouldn't be a thing that's open as what to that girl. She was like, oh, they can do it to us, but we don't like it when, I mean, they don't like it when we do it to them. Because I asked her, like, where are you from? Like, I didn't think anything of it. But both of the people the lady that I asked and the person that I was walking with was like, that was a thing. And I'm like, that wasn't a thing. All I did was ask you where you were from. But she was like, I never got asked that before. She didn't say it like that, but she was like, I've never been asked that question before. And the girl I was with was like, da 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 da. I'm just like, oh my God. And I just, I nodded and smiled, like, okay. But at the same time, it's like, it means something deeper to me because it's like, what about my little insanity um, made me be so open like that? But I seen so many different people from, like it's rude. It's like somebody saying all Asian people look alike. Like that is so freaking rude. And that's like somebody saying all black people look alike. Like that's not the fact. And you are a horrible person if you think it is. That's not true. All people don't look alike like that. Like, so you shouldn't think like that. But there are a lot of people who do. And they put it into practice, whether it be on purpose or not. Like, that's how they think. So, it's just a great description of the kind of environment that we're existing in, where it's okay to ask the Hispanic person where they're from. It's okay to ask the black girl where she's from. It's cruel because I've seen this. It's okay to ask the Asian person where they're from, but if you ask someone else where they're from, it's just seen as different because all you see is a skin color when and you I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say too little and I don't want to say too much. But it just really, I was an eye opener. I'm just like, okay, I know I'm special. I'm a little slow. But that's not really special. That's being, I'm not Martin Luther King Street. I'm not going to say that. I'm Martin Luther King's nightmare. But no, I am the way that the world should be. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect by a long shot. This is as good as it gets. I am like 10 minutes past the time limit that I set for myself. I thank you guys